Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of our Let's Play series for Football Manager 2016. This is our save with Ajax, and we're starting to get into some pre-season matches, which is good. We've already had 4, I think, at the moment. What we're going to do at the start of this episode is jump in and try and have a look at some Dutch youngsters, see if there's anyone that we can actually bring into our team or bring into the club. So, first team squad, we're really happy with that. There's no one that we really need in here. We're pretty happy with the quality we've got in here. So we're just a little bit light on some of the under-19 youngsters in here. So probably what we're looking for is a first choice right back, a goalkeeper. And that's pretty much it for now. Probably another striker if we can get one, but we'll see how we go. So perhaps 3 players. Definitely the goalkeeper and the right back are our priorities though, and the strikers are nice to have, but not necessary. Not a priority. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this function here. We could sort of go club by club with all the Dutch clubs and have a look at that, but we're just going to try and do it through this way to start with. So we're just going to search by age. At most, we're going to have our age at probably about 18, I think we're going to set it to. So age, we'll make it 19 and drop it down one. Make sure they're still in the under 19 teams, and nationality is Dutch, which is good. What we're going to do, I think we actually probably do a search by position here, and we'll go by goalkeeper first. Cool, alrighty, so it's not always the best way to do it, but we are going to search by value here. There's not a whole lot of guys that we can actually see here, which is interesting. So showing filters, realistic transfers, excluding Ajax players. What about if we take that off? It does jump in a whole bunch of extra people, doesn't it? So let's see, in terms of realistic transfer, there's not too many guys, which apparently they're not all that realistic. So what we're going to do, we're just going to, as a little bit of a test, we're just going to basically search, or have a look at all these guys here, and we're going to scout these guys, get scout reports there. We do have Indy. Indy was actually at Ajax, and we actually released him. So worst case scenario, we could actually bring him back. He's not really going to be a first choice starter. I think only 1.5 stars, so it's not really going to get all that better. It does actually say here potential to be an Eredivisie goalkeeper in the future, but yeah, I'm not really convinced. I don't think he's good enough, but we'll see. So we'll scout all these top guys and then see what we got. See if there's anyone interesting that we can pick up there. What else have we got? We're going to jump into the right backs now. See if there's any good right backs here. There's not a whole lot of choice, as we can see here. So I'm just going to scout these guys. I'm not really expecting to find anyone. We may need to go out and poach some other people. We're actually going to go into and search the free transfer guys as well. We're going to do that for the goalkeeping too. Just some of these guys, you never know. Some of them could. It does happen on occasion. It's very, very rare, but it's worth doing. Get our scouts to do some stuff. Strikers. I'm going to do the same with you. The strikers probably just these top guys here. Scout reports for all those. Yeah, well, actually, there's a 3-star here as well, which is interesting. So, 17-year-old. Actually, midfield centre. So, it's midfield and can play at striker. So, 17. What about his stats? Acceleration's fairly quick for a 17-year-old. Off the ball's okay. Vision, teamwork. Well, that's fairly good. Decisions are okay. Some of his mentals are quite low. He has the composure and concentration and things like that. Finishing's okay. First touch is okay. He's actually not a bad player for a 17-year-old. Where was he? He was actually, oh, dear me. He was at Ajax and we've released him. I'm not quite sure. I'm assuming probably because he was a midfield centre. I didn't say that he was a striker. So, alright, that was a mistake. I think we're actually going to grab him back if he will take us. He will, right. Which is cool. He's a 3-star, so he's got some potential. He actually hasn't got some bad stats as well, so that was my mistake. I suggest that, there we go, so that's okay. So, what does he want? So, hot prospect, which is fine. 3-year contract, which is 1k a week's a little bit steep. We can pay $8.50 if we can. Signing on fee, 2k, that's fine. Appearance fee, goal bonus, yearly wage is 10%. Suggest those terms, and he's happy with that, that's good. So, there's probably our striker. We've got a 3-star striker, which is okay, so that's okay. Cool, right, so that's all we need to do for now. So, in terms of our schedule, what have we got? So, we've got a game in a couple of days, got 2 more friendlies to go. 2 and 4 days, and then we've got our first competitive game in 8 days, so I'm going to have 4 days rest between our last friendly and first game against Rapid there, so that should be interesting. So we can get the game going, see what happens. Right, so these are all these sort of the reports. I'm just going to sort of scroll through, and anyone that has any sort of potential, I'll jump into them for a little bit and have a look at them further. But so when you're 2.5 stars, you're 18 years old, you're probably not going to be amazing, but I'm going to add you to the shortlist for 3 months, just so you're on there so we can find you again. Anyone that's sort of under, we're looking basically 3-star minimums. Maybe sometimes 2.5 star, depending on how they're going. 17-year-old, 2.5 stars. Potentially we'll add you to the shortlist for 3 months as well. I mean, these players probably aren't going to be still 3-star there. Fortuna, a 3-star 16-year-old. He's quite interesting actually. So she got some decent stats there for a keeper or a sweeper keeper. Acceleration. Not quite sure about actually what his stats are completely yet. So I'm going to keep going to get a scout report from. We'll just get a scouting pool. We'll just get a scout report from the general, just to hopefully unlock his abilities. So always his stats that we can see. There's not really anyone else that's showing up. Who are you? You're a 16-year-old. Yeah. Not bad, not amazing either. We'll scout you out again. Obviously, because these guys, this time around, or these days in Football Manager, does take a while to actually, scout the scout players and stuff and unlock their attributes, which I think is a really good way. It's a much more realistic way of doing things than what it used to be. You scout a player once and their full attributes and qualities and all that kind of stuff. So it does take some time now. So it is far more realistic, which is good. It does force you to make some, take some risks sometimes as well, which is quite interesting. I think we're going to do the same thing as what we've done we did last time. I actually skip through both, actually maybe just the first friendly, and then we'll see if we've got any messages and stuff, and then we'll skip through the second one as well. So friendlies aren't really all that important. There's no real point for you guys to watch these, which is fine. Justin Clavett out to 4 to 5 weeks, under 19 players. That's okay. That's not, but there's nothing really we can do about it. Alrighty. English player. Anyone here? 2.5 star here, 18-year-old. I'm probably thinking not then. Probably 3 stars mainly what I'm looking at. Given the quality of Ajax and the players that we generally have, I'm usually looking at about 3 stars as sort of like a minimum. 3-star there, 16-year-old striker. Interesting. Got some decent pace, decent off the ball finishing, first touch, dribbling, techniques okay. Can't say the rest of it. I'm going to scout you and put you on the shortlist for 3 months. Just to keep an eye on you. Another 3-star one there as well. So, going to keep scouting you and put you on the shortlist as well. Should be good. 2.5 stars. We've got a few choices about strikers actually. I mean, none of them probably ever going to be world beaters, but they could be, could be fairly good. Cool. All right, friendly guys. I'm going to. Once we get into it, I'm going to just pause the video and skip through this, and then I'll come back into it once we finish the first game, or once we finish this game, which should be good. Actually, no, that's right. I set, apologies. In those last couple of friendlies at the end of the last episode, I actually set responsibilities. I set my assistant manager, to manage the friendly matches. There we go. So that's actually what I did. So normally I don't do that. We actually did get a victory there, which is a good thing. It's obviously against NAC, which is an Eredivisie club. Normally I don't have the manager manage friendlies, but I think I decided at the end of the last episode we had a couple of ones to get through, so I thought I'd just skip through them. And generally they do. Interesting to see. Actually, did he use? Actually, did use. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, so that's the problem. Generally, why I don't do it, he hasn't actually used all the subs, so that's why I generally don't do it. So I'm actually going to take that off for the next one. And I shouldn't have done that, but anyway, that's fine. It's all good. So, we're going to take him off, and that will sort of manage the friendlies ourselves. We'll manage the next one anyway, so. Alrighty, so keep going through our scouting guys here. So 3-star goalkeeper there. These are the repeat ones that we're scouting again. So how much have we unlocked? We unlocked 56%, so I'm just going to keep scouting these guys. I probably should have signed scouts to them for a little while. But that's okay. So you're on our shortlist. You should be on our shortlist, shouldn't you? Oh no, you're not 3. So you're only 2.5 stars, aren't you? Scout you anyway. And this is the guy I've already scouted, isn't it? Yep, already on the shortlist. Cool. Right. So yeah, just keep scouting for a little bit. And same with you. Cool. Ajax squad to be decided for the European Champions League game. So we're just going to auto select here. See who we've selected. So we've got our goalkeepers here. Got a few under 21s which don't have to be declared, which is really, really good. So that is awesome. We've got a few youngsters in here as well. Vaclav Cerny in there. Dejan Meleg. What else have we got in here? I think that's pretty much it. Dragisa G, the brother of Nemanja G. So that's good. Yeah, so got a few youngsters in there as well, so which is awesome. So that's going to be our full squad. Which is good. No problems there. And cool. Keep going. Menig training reports is fine. Backroom advice meeting. See what they've got to say. Wow, they've got a lot of stuff here. Alrighty, so workload. Yep, that's all fine. Ignore all this. Strikers. No, if they're not Dutch, I'm not interested. No, not interested. Not interested. Not interested. Loan list. I'm not going to loan list any of these guys. I'd rather have them playing in the Young Ajax for this season, just so I keep a bit of an eye on them. Excuse me, guys. Believes Boylerson should be offered to clubs on loan. Are you joking? Not in a million years. Would I loan him on? High potential player, Emo Ghazi, yet we know. Daily Syncraven, Riderworld, Concentrated Youth, that's fine. Tutoring, we're going to get into tutoring a little bit soon, probably once the season proper has started. Not quite yet, we'll get into that fairly soon. Squad numbers to be decided, yep, we've done that. Oh no, that's the Eredivisie, which is cool. We're just going to order number here. Milik wants 99. Alright, we'll give it to you if you want. Why not? There you go. If you really want 99, then go for it. It does make them a little bit happier. Not massively, but it is a little bit of a positive thing. You can get them the squad number that they want. Alrighty, Man United has signed Yarmolenko. Well, they will do quite shortly. These guys here actually going to get still only 56%. Actually sat on the scouting pool to watch them for a couple of weeks. And the same with you. Scouting pool for 2 weeks. If it doesn't show anything after 2 weeks, we'll just sign these guys. I think we're going to be fairly comfortable that they're going to be, relatively decent prospects. So we'll sign a couple of them if the guys don't unlock anything, but just do a little bit more scouting to make sure there's no major problems. Another friendly coming up, so once we get into this, I'll pause the video and I'll run through it myself this time, and we'll get our guys hopefully up to near match fitness. I'm not quite sure they're going to be quite there yet, but that's fine. Yarmolenko, Manuland, which is good. This must have been a one that our director of football organised. Because I said, oh no, sorry. This is the guy that was at Ajax, wasn't it? And we're getting him back, so that's good. Right, so he's back in. Might as well add him to. Oh no, we're not going to add him to the training camp squad. We're just going to put him back into the under-19 team. Back into under-19 squad. There we go. So that's good. So we probably shouldn't have got rid of him in the first place, but that's okay. Not too bad. Under-19s. Yep. So we got another striker here. There is that. Yeah. I think what happened before, he's listed as a midfield centre, his best position, but I didn't actually say that he could play as a striker. So he's a natural striker, natural midfield as well. So what we're actually going to do with his training, we're going to put him onto this striker centre and put him onto deep lying forward. In terms of his focus, what are we going to do? So he's decent physicals at the moment. It's only 17, obviously, so that's a lot of this is going to get quite a bit better. His off the ball is okay. Teamwork work rate, vision are okay at the moment. Some of his mental is a bit low, but I think we need to work on that with tutoring. Technique, first touch, finishing, dribbling. Probably dribbling, actually. Probably technique and dribbling. We're going to want to get those up a little bit more. So what we're going to do first, we're going to put him back onto some put him onto some technique training. And there we go. He's done there, which is good. Alrighty, friendly time, guys. I'm going to pause the video, and we'll be back in a tick. Alrighty everyone, and that is the friendly game done, a 3-1 victory for us. It was fairly comfortable in the end. We actually did have Veltman get sent off though, which is a bit of a bummer, but obviously only a friendly, so it doesn't really matter that too much. So a lot of our guys got some run-outs. Most of our guys should be fully up to match fitness, or pretty much close to it anyway, so that is good. So what we're going to do, jump in here, actually have a look at our, so you've actually got match fitness, or condition and sharpness. They've actually changed match fitness into match sharpness now, and they're sort of actually got these two sort of ratings here. The first one is sort of condition, and the second one is match sharpness. So most of our players are okay. We've got a few lacking still here and there. Syncraven obviously was injured. Bollison didn't actually get a whole lot of game time. Should have given him a little bit more. Victor Fisher's still down, and a few guys down here, Shone, Klaassen, and Nuri are still down as well. That'll all fix out or fix itself up fairly quickly. Most of our guys are pretty well. A lot of them are really low on condition though. So and seeing as we've only got 4 days to go, what I'm going to do is jump into team training over here and actually say allow rest before and after matches. Just to give our guys, hopefully give our guys a little bit of a rest before the game with the Rapid, which is not too far away. So workload is down to medium. I'm actually going to drop this down to high, just to have a light workload, just for a week or so. Get our guys, make sure there's no sort of injuries and match fitness and all that kind of stuff. We're going to change this team cohesion, probably back to balanced training a little bit soon. I may actually put it on ball control, seeing as, I mean, Ajax, the whole thing, they're massive on, first touch and ball control and passing and all that kind of stuff. So we may actually, usually I put it on balance, but just because we're playing as Ajax, we may actually put it on ball control just to do something a little bit different. Maybe hopefully squeeze out a few different points here and there in terms of technical ability, so that could be good. Match training, how are we going with our tactics? So we're still accomplished, so probably about 3/4 of the way through with our tactics, which is not too bad. You'd probably like to be a little bit higher than that. But that should come up fairly quickly over the next couple of games. It's not perfect, but I don't think we could have really done anything. We didn't actually have time to organise any other matches, so couldn't have done anything there. So that is all good. No other messages or anything, so that's fine. So we can jump in through and keep getting the game going. See what happens. So the first game against Rapid is an away game, and then obviously we've got the home leg coming back as well, so that should be interesting. Dutch Super Cup, we weren't even weren't even playing in it this year, which is a bit disappointing. So obviously PSV ran away with the league in this current season actually, the previous season actually, to be honest. And Ajax didn't have the best season, but definitely going to try and do better this time around. We've got a new signing, a little bit of a press conference here. Just going to go through the stock standard stuff. Definitely one for the future. Back at a second spell, do you foresee it as having a positive effect? Knows the club very well, which is good. Can we expect further activity? I'm probably just I don't think you expect to see much else. Chasing Nielsen. He's Norwegian, so we're not particularly interested. Actually, I'm thinking that maybe we should potentially change our transfer, our home rule in terms of Dutch players to actually include maybe Scandinavian countries, because Ajax has plundered Scandinavian countries quite heavily over the last few years in terms of players like Schöne and Victor Fischer and players like that. Lucas Anderson as well. They're also, I think they're all Denmark players as well. So they've actually gotten quite a few players from the Scandinavian area. So that so maybe we'll look at doing that. We'll look at that after we've sort of done the Champions League stuff, and we'll see if there's sort of anyone interesting in there. So. Actually, speak of the devil, here's a Scandinavian update. Probably going to be looking for young players, no, not established players. Ajax squad to be confirmed for the third qualifying round. We're just going to, that's fine. Nothing's changed in there, which is all good. Alrighty, so what we're going to do a bit of analysis on Rapid in a minute, see if there's any sort of weaknesses we can exploit in particular. Available players for a B team match. Going to look at our schedule. Actually, where are we? Where's the B team? So we've got a game against Rapid tomorrow. Is that the same day as the B team matches? Just gonna have a look at is it match? No. Port training, past meeting stuff. Where's the B team schedule? Interesting. Oh, B team fixtures. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. So the game is when's that? Tomorrow as well. Alright, so we're not going to use any of our first team because I will be playing a game tomorrow. So that's fine. We're not going to put anyone available there either. Just going to continue through. Cool, making my managerial debut, which is good. Pleased with the Champions League draw, which is good. Ajax players in their last year of their contracts. Who's in here that we're definitely going to want to keep? Johnny Heitinger, maybe. I'm not really sure. We're going to let his contract run down for a few months to see how he performs at the start of the season. Obviously, his age is a bit of a concern there. Boylerson, I think we'll probably keep him, although he has been downgraded quite a bit this year. He's definitely not the force he was. So, potentially not, but we'll probably leave all of these contracts for a few months. See how these guys perform, like some of these youngsters, see how they perform in training, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll sort that out there a little bit later. South Europe scouting report, which is fine. Training camp has ended, which is good. Encouraged by the development of squad harmony, so that is a good thing. Ajax under-19 manager advert, which is good. So do we have anyone interesting in here? They're all sort of non-Dutch non-Dutch people, which is not ideal, but that's fine. There's not really anyone amazing, probably apart from that. This guy's not bad actually. He's got some good working with youngsters, some good adaptability, motivation. It's probably between this guy and the top and bottom guys. both Italians. Thinking probably going to go for this guy here, Fabio Gallo. There's Adriano Piricini. Maybe thinking you might be better. No, I think this guy's a bit better. He's got a little bit more motivation. Actually, a little bit less motivation, but a little bit more tactical knowledge and discipline and things like that. Even though he's working with youngsters, is a little bit lower. He does have like other better training stuff. So why don't you go for Fabio? So if we can approach him to be our under-19s manager, he's slightly interested, so I may pay him a little bit more to get him into the job. Waive compensation for managerial role, which is fine. Give him another year in his contract. And he's interested, so that's good. And I have to pay, I think it's 30k compensation. That's not really a whole lot. I already offered someone, that's fine, not interested. Alrighty-o. Young Ajax lost their friendly, which is fine. Alrighty, game against Rapid. So what we're going to do, we are going to, where's our schedule? We're going to jump into Rapid here. I did get a team report scout. So what we're actually going to do is look in this team report, look at the senior squad, and do a bit of a comparison in here. So we could hopefully, this is a good screen if you're sort of new to the game or something. This is a good screen or a good way to actually sort of get a bit of an idea about your different strengths and weaknesses in the team. Then you can go look into like, you know, individual players and stuff like that. But this is a good place to start. There's not really anything in there that we're interested in. All positions. So what are we looking at here? So Ajax, we're obviously in the white. So it looks like we're dominant in most categories here. So decisions, first touch, passing. We're lower in strength. Work rate's pretty much the same. Teamwork about the same. Our leadership and aggression are also a lot better than theirs. In terms of goalkeeping, we're a bit mixed here. So they probably look, they got some decent goalkeepers. Very good in aerial reach. So that's an indication we probably don't really want to really be crossing a whole lot if they've got good, good aerial ability. Although we're not really going to be doing that a whole lot. It's pretty much even there. It's not too much of a difference here. In terms of defense, so things I look at here, if their defense is really good at heading, so their defense is better than us at heading, so that's interesting. Also the pace of their defense, so it's pretty much even. Neither of us are very quick. Ours is actually a little bit slower than theirs. Actually, our defense is a little bit worse than theirs, which is a little bit surprising, so that's quite interesting. So fairly even in the defense. In terms of midfield, obviously we're a lot better in passing. Long shots is a little bit better from theirs. It's not outrageous though, so I'm not too worried about that. Our vision is better. Stamina, teamwork, there's tackling is a little bit better, but not a whole lot. So we edge them there a little bit. And in terms of striking, so look at their strikers as well, in terms of if they've got really quick strikers or something that can impact how you play. There's nothing I'm really seeing here that's too worrying, like their heading's not too no, their heading's better than ours, but it's not huge. Long shots, pace, it's not too much to worry about there. So that didn't really give us a whole lot of news, or a whole lot of information. So what we can look at is things like tactics. There's nothing really too interesting in there. Stats, goals, shots. You can look at all this stuff if you want to. I'm probably not going to really for the moment because it is such an early part of the season. You not really able to glean a huge amount of information from this. So what we are going to do actually look at their senior squad here. Actually go by who they've actually looked like they're going to pick probably. So things we look at is like their striker, for example. Here, like their strikers, it's not particularly quick. Does have good jumping reach and heading though. So that is an indication that perhaps we actually have to. He's set up as a target man, or that's his best position. So maybe they're sort of going to float some crosses in. So if they do that, we have to look at playing a defender that is quite good at heading. What else are we going to look at in terms of maybe their centre backs here? Pretty much stock standard, nothing too amazing there. Can't really see all those guys' stats. What about their attacking midfielders? Fairly quick, this guy on the right here, which is interesting. What about the guy on the left? Can't really see his stats. So these are the problems. Sometimes you can't see the stats, so it's a little bit of a guessing game. Alright, so I didn't really glean a whole lot from that, but we'll see what we can do. So most of our guys, conditions are okay. It's a little bit low. Normally, usually I don't play in someone less than 95%, but given this is an early game of the season, we're going to do that. So we're actually going to clear the entire team. We're going to pick from scratch. So obviously we've got Silerson is going to be our #1 goalkeeper. Didrik Boer is going to be the second choice. Alrighty, so Johnny Heidinger, who, in terms of our heading and stuff, who's best? So you're only 13 in 13 for jumping and heading. What about Riederwald? You're not amazing there either. Veltman, that's not really his strength. It's only 12 and 13. What about Buzzaware there? 12 and 13. Alrighty, so we don't have really anyone who's amazing at heading. You're only 11 and 13. So it's not really anything that we can do or do much about it there. So what we're going to do is just play basically our strongest team, and I hope that's enough. So we're going to play Heidinger on the left, Veltman on the right, central defenders here. We're going to play Van Rijn on the right, our right fullback. We're going to play actually we're going to put in Boylerson for this first game, give him a bit of match fitness as well. So in terms of our deep lying playmaker, it's basically going to be between Mr. Bazouer here. Or Vigiva, I think we're going to go with... Probably go with Vigiva. He's got a little bit better match fitness. We'll definitely put in Bazouer as a sub though. So that's good. Alrighty, so midfield as well. It's definitely Nemanja G is going to be our box to box. How's Davy Klaassen going? Alright, so I should put you into central midfield attack role there. Inside forwards, we're going to put, I think who we're going to put in is, so Milik's obviously going to be our striker. We're going to have Victor Fischer on the left, and it's basically going to be a choice between El Ghazi and Shoney on the right. I think I'm going to put Shoney in because he's a little bit down on match sharpness, just to basically get the stuff going, get his match sharpness up. El Ghazi is definitely going to be a sub because he can play on the striker on the right. Who else are we going to put in? Probably put in Kenny T because he can play defensive central defender or fullback. Serrero is quite useful. Sinkgraven because he's quite low on match sharpness would be good if we do quite well to actually get him some game time. I think we're going to put in, how are we going? We've got defensive midfielders, central defenders. We need another attacker, so we can put Nuri in as our last one there. Alrighty, so this is the match, guys. What I'm going to do, I think what I do for like the most important games, so I'm not going to show you the entire game. I'll play through the game and then I'll jump back in and show you important points, do the analysis and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the game, pause the video, and we'll be back once the game is finished. So see you all soon. Alrighty guys, and we're back. What a game. We conceded very, very early, like the first minute or second minute of the game. Then we scored two fairly good goals after making a bunch of tactical changes in the sort of middle of the first half. And then conceded another one in the 73rd minute, I think it was. So, didn't play well. We did not play well in any way, shape or form. It wasn't really our night. I think it definitely showed up that we were lacking a bit of the tactical fluidity, and we just didn't really click. Made a lot of silly mistakes. Some of our guys didn't play very good games. Heidinger and Nemanja G didn't play very well, and I got the tactics wrong to start with. So basically what happened in the first sort of 15-20 minutes, we were absolutely getting hammered. We were absolutely getting slaughtered. It was just ridiculous. They were Rapid. It was really surprising. Rapid were ultra attacking. It wasn't uncommon to see Rapid have both their fullbacks in the attacking third, and have the only players that had back was their two central defenders, and everyone else was forward, which is really surprising given that we were actually favourites for the game. And I suppose it was a home game for them, but generally when you're favourites for a game, the computer will be a little bit more cautious. They were super attacking. So basically what we did, I'm going to jump in if I can see. I can't really show you here. This is the highlights. Basically what I did, I made our two inside forwards. Basically I put them in to actually specifically man mark their two fullbacks. So basically what they did is, that's where they were getting all their whip from. They were actually hitting all their balls out to their fullbacks, who were playing really wide, and then they were sort of hitting some big crosses into their big forward, who was winning a lot of headers. Basically what we did, so like I said, we man marked their fullbacks with our inside forwards, so it just meant that they couldn't get on the ball a lot easier. We changed our closing down. We should change closing down to more. We increased our defensive line up to normal. And what else? There was something else. We played a little bit wider, so we played the ones notch up from wider. Yeah, so I think that, and then the team clicked a lot better, and then we scored two good goals. Conceded a silly little one late, but it wasn't too bad. So, oops, right, I'm just going to turn the sounds off here, guys. Right, that's better. Actually, no, I didn't click it. Yes, I did. Cool. Right, so this is the first goal. This is the Rapid goal. So as you see, we headed out there. Heidinger didn't really do a whole lot with it, and then one of their guys headed it in from it. We didn't clear it properly, and it wasn't a good goal at all. So disappointing, but anyway, that's the way it goes. Second part of the second goal, second minute of the game. So that's fine. Here's our goal. Silerson hits it out, and then this is actually a pretty decent goal. I was pretty happy with this one, so ended up working relatively well. We did have an injury to Van Rijn early on, so which is why Kenny T's playing there. And yeah, so Milik comes in and hits a deflected one, and Fischer finishes off a really nice goal. So that was a pretty good goal there. We move up to the second goal up here. There we go. Just going to get this going a little bit more quickly if I can. No, I can't score. Yep. So this was a pretty good team goal, actually. It's probably the best goal, definitely the best goal of the game. So pretty happy with this one. You can see it should be coming up shortly. So you can see here, I'm just going to pause it really quickly, guys. You can see here, with their fullbacks are already pushing on. We've got our two wingers, Shone and Fisher, actually man marking their fullbacks, which stops them having that out on that, that easy out there, and we're really blocked off there. We started actually having tight marking on their forward as well, because he was getting a lot of easy balls in, and that just sort of blocked off a lot of their avenues of attack. And you see here they're really sort of stuck. They've got to sort of holding onto the ball lock, so they don't really have a lot of easy options to do anything. So that really helped us out a lot, which is good. Made a good tackle there, which forced it out. And made a good interception there. So the interception made it up. Let's get the ball out to our forward, which was awesome, out to Milik. He lays it off to Fisher, and it was a really good team goal. Worked. We split them open. We hit them on the counter. Shoney hits it in and finished off that really good goal there. So that was awesome. Very, very happy with that. So that was good. Yeah, so that was awesome. Good to see that one. We were leading 2-1 for most of the match, and we were pretty comfortable. We were winning possession. We had the best of the chances, which was awesome. And yeah, and then we've got this last goal up here. If I can just scroll it forward, here we go. This is the rapid goal. The last one, the 73rd minute, just hits it in, big long ball, a bit of a nothing ball. We don't deal with it, don't clear it properly, and we don't close that guy down quick enough, and he manages to get a shot away. So that was disappointing, but that's the way it goes. Not the end of the world, guys, so that was totally fine. Cool. Alrighty, so that was the game. That was okay. So I'm not too unhappy about that. I'm not too unhappy about having the 2-2 draw. I'm pretty confident that once we get the home league back, back in Amsterdam, that we'll actually get a good result. So obviously it's even. We've got the away goal, so we only need a draw or a win, and we'll be set. So that is good. So that's our first competitive game of the season. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't the worst either. So that was okay. Fairly happy with that. 32.5 minutes in the episode, guys. I think I'm probably gonna run up to the next game, which is not too far away. So I'm gonna keep running through this. It's nothing too exciting. Actually, what I am going to do once I'm here. So the next game we've got is It's a home friendly game. I think we can jump into the schedule. Yeah, Friendly Cup semi-final, and then we've got that game, and then 3 days after that, we've got the Champions League. I'm probably going to play a weekend game in the friendly, or weekend team in the friendly. What we're going to do with our training, we're going to set our training onto our sort of full season training now. So we're going to put this onto ball control. We're going to drop it down to high. I did take these off, by the way. These allow rest things on. So what we're going to do, I'm actually going to not have these on at the moment. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set up individual rest days. So I'm going to have... Actually, there's no rest days, there's not enough time in there, which is frustrating. Anyway, that's okay. Rightio, so that's all good. So we're just going to leave it on this for the moment. We'll sort out this match training and stuff once we've actually hit hit maximum fluidity. So we're still a little way away. It's going to be a little while away, so not too bad though. So that's all good. We've got the advert for the young Ajax coach. So we're just going to run through and have a look at these guys. See if there's anyone sort of decent that we can use. Fitness coach in there. He's really rubbish. He's not good. He's not any good either, really. He's not any good. You're a bit of an all-rounder, but you're not... Archie, you're pretty good. You've got some tactical and defensive coaching and not some bad mental, some good determination and discipline. Alright, switching over with Giuseppe. We're going to with Giuseppe here. So even though he's not one of the two Dutch guys, the Dutch guys just didn't really have anything for us. Nah. He's got some good mental, he's got good working with youngsters, but he's got real no sort of coaching stats in there. Maybe we should go with him just because he's Dutch though. Is that going to make it easier? No, we're going to go for Giuseppe. Approach to sign. B team coach, which is good. He's interested, which is good. Drop his wage down a little bit, give him another year on the contract. Suggest terms, happy, done, easy. Awesome. Cool. Encouraged by match preparation. Like I said, we're not too far away. I'm not actually going to reduce the workload, the match preparation yet. We'll do that. Excuse me. We'll do that next time. So Fabio Gallo is coming in, which is good. So what was he going to be set as? Under 19s manager, that's right. It's good. It's good to have an under 19s manager. Have that done. Cool. So we've signed him. We're sending him on a language course, which is good. Search engine for under 19 manager, which is good. Few scouting things there. I'm not going to be too much interested in those. We're going to look at this as the young Ajax assistant manager. So look at the Dutch guys first, see if there's anyone sort of interesting. He's not bad actually, Yuri. He's awesome. He's very, very good. Jan Wouters. Actually, wouldn't mind him having in our first team. To be perfectly honest, he's a really good tactical coach. Interesting. I may bring him in as the young Ajax B team assistant coach, and then we can actually bring him in to the first team later on if we need him. So actually approach to sign him. B team assistant manager, he's very interested. Decent money, so I'm just going to give you another year in a contract. There we go. Cool, done. That's awesome. Keep going through the game. 35 to 36 minutes. I actually think I'm going to end the episode really quite quickly. Leicester have made a bid for Vergiva. Only 1.8 million, so I'm going to reject it out of hand. It's nowhere near good enough for him. I'm going to reject basically most offers as much as I can. Van Rijn is the target for Newcastle. I'm going to say there's no way he's leaving. He should look elsewhere. And he wants an improved deal for Vergiva. So he's got a deal until 2018 on 8.25k a week. What's the agent like? Doesn't really say in here, does it? Doesn't he? I think it only says in the negotiation phase. Doesn't really say what it's like. I'm thinking of asking him to sack his agent. Maybe I should just reject it. I'm going to reject it. If he kicks up, yeah, he's asked to. Yeah, all right. Feel that you deserve a new contract. Considering important enough to have rejected the bid from Leicester. What are we going to do? We can either give in. I'm going to go with assertive and say I want to demonstrate your loyalty to the club. Disappointed about the response. I think I've more than demonstrated how much I deserve this. What more do I need to do? So does have any of his stats in his first game? How did he actually go? Where is he? Is it reports? Stats. Possession, 83% possession, which is actually not amazing. Where's distance run actually? Does it show distance run? It should be here somewhere, I think. Where are we? It doesn't really say, does it? I suppose it's only like the Champions League game, isn't it? Alright. I'm going to give him a new contract. It's not a great precedence, but I don't want him to offer, I don't want him to kick up a fuss. How much do you want? 15.75. It's a little bit too much, dude. We're not going to give you that. We're going to give you 12.5. For a 4-year contract, appearance fee 2.4, we'll give you that to 2.2. Clean sheet bonus. A little bit rough for a midfield player to ask for a clean sheet bonus. Team of the year bonus, happy to give you that. If you play that well out the year, I'm happy to give you a little bit more money. Unused substitute fee, that's fine. Loyalty bonus, going to bump this up actually, see if this helps. So 200k and 200k for you as well. Suggest, so appearance fee, I'm going to leave the appearance fee there, drop this down to 13. Cool, right. Hopefully, it is, like I think I mentioned before, it is a bit of a problem with Ajax, is that a lot of your players, especially once they develop, young guys will end up getting poached, or you get offers come in, and then you have this situation, they'll always want improved contracts and things like that, so we'll see. Physio report on Mauro Savastano. He's had a facial injury, so he gets some specialist stuff, which is fine. Giuseppe Bergomi is going to sign as a B-team coach, which is good, so good to have that one done. Cool, done. All some messages through here. So Klaassen is the current Ajax captain. He's got 15 leadership, which is fairly good. Heitinger is the current vice captain, so he's only got 14 leadership. I'm actually thinking about changing that potentially. Squad. Where's squad here? Mental. Where's mental attributes? Leadership. So Diedrich Boer is not going to be play though, so he's not going to be go. Yeah, so right. So they're the two best leadership stats we've got, so that's okay. We'll leave that as it is. Confirm. Done. He's going to sign for Ajax as the B team manager, which is good. So it's good to have that done. Done. Cool. Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to end the episode here. We'll come back and finish the... Oh, that's annoying. Decrease to transfer revenue retained down to 75%. Anyway, yeah, right. So we'll come back and finish that last friendly game, and then get stuck into the second leg of our European Champions League qualification game. So that should be good. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Hope you're enjoying the series. Hope you'll stick around for the rest of it. And as always, it would be amazing if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video. That would be really, really cool, guys. Hope you've all had a wonderful day, and I'll see you all for the next episode.